The way people talk about slavery these days, you'd think it was a uniquely American thing that we invented in 1619. But slavery throughout history has been the rule, not the exception. The Sumerians, the Egyptians, the Greeks, Romans, the Arabs, British, the early Americans. The Holy Bible is practically an owner's manual for slaveholders.
Whoopsie daisy. Okay, pause. Nope. Okay, let's talk about this real quick. Does the Bible condone slavery? Is the Bible practically an owner's manual for slaves? That word has such a wide range of usage throughout human history that it's honestly really hard to even talk about. So let me say a few things. There's a difference between what we as modern Americans think when we hear the word slavery. We think American chattel slavery. The New Testament is written in the Roman Empire. When in the Roman Empire they use the word slavery, what we are not saying is that every way that they practiced quote unquote slavery was morally good. What we're saying is it absolutely was radically different in a few very important ways. American slavery was number one, race-based, number two, lifelong, and then number three, there were in ancient Rome, there were different types of slaveries, many of which were voluntary.
Yes.
Okay, so you're talking about things like indentured servanthood.
Yes.
Why in places like Ephesians chapter 6 is it giving instructions to quote unquote masters if slavery is always unjust? Here's one of the answers. Not all forms of ancient Roman slavery were necessarily unjust. So here's what people say that will object to Christianity. They'll say, man, white American Christians were the ones that had an unjust slave problem. Bro, that's literally ridiculous. That's insane. No, the entire world had an unjust slave problem. Literally every nation in the entire world, including every African nation, had practiced slavery from the beginning of time. So what you usually get is a guy like Bill Maher that's like, hey man, I'm an agnostic guy, and man, you Christians have a bad track record on slavery. Well, hey Bill, let's ask the question, how your atheism and agnosticism, let's see what the track record of that is in human history. Well, what we got right here is we got a chart with all the people who have killed the most people in human history, and like the first 6 of them are all atheistic, socialist, communist dictators. Let's ask the question, which worldview tends to result in care, compassion, and human flourishing? Hey Bill, it's not yours. Here's what I want to point out. It was Christians that led the abolitionist movements because of their biblical convictions. The first 7 nations to move for the abolition of slavery, they were all majority Christian nations. That's not a coincidence.
No.
Yeah.